if we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Welcome to my Ahsoka Episode 8 finale preview video. That's right, it is already the finale, the end of Ahsoka Season 1. We're going to go ahead and hop right on into it with everything that we know, all information that we know here about the upcoming episode, as well as many different fan theories throughout the video here as well, so stay tuned for all of that. So, for starters, we are going to be taking a read from Inverse.com in today's video. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. I also want to quickly mention that yes, of course, we'll have a full reaction video and a full breakdown video here on the channel after the episode comes out, so all the more reason to grab that subscribe button and that notification bell if you haven't already to be notified for when those videos are coming out. We're also discussing and talking about all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. Guys, it's finally here. Ahsoka is coming to a close, but its hero has a lot to do before the credits roll on Episode 8, and I am not entirely sure. I'll come out straight off the bat and say I don't think that they're going to be able to do it. They're going to be able to wrap up every other narrative and plot point that they've set up thus far in the show. There's a lot going on with this overall show, and I just don't think that the Episode 8's finale is going to be able to do that and give full closure to everything with that, and that is something that is going to be left open and set up for future projects down the road, whether or not it's in Ahsoka Season 2 or somewhere else in the Mandoverse. Dave Filoni's big culmination Mandoverse movie that had been announced earlier this year at Star Wars Celebration would be another key player element. The next big Star Wars live action show is going to be Star Wars Skeleton Crew. It's set to come out next year, early 2024, so we can also see a lot of tie-ins and connections there as well. It's especially been kind of teased at, even from some of the cast and crew members from Star Wars Skeleton Crew, that the events of the Ahsoka series lead directly into the Skeleton Crew show. As we know, of course, Ahsoka Tano is finally reunited with Ezra Bridger and is facing down Thrawn, and together they need to defeat him, or at least thwart him and kind of put him out of the way, so that Thrawn does not make his big return to the main Star Wars galaxy, posing a new war and a new threat from there. And they also have to find their own way, our heroes, back out of the Peridia galaxy and back to the Republic in the main Star Wars galaxy, of course. So, of course, as we also know, Ahsoka Episode 8, its finale, is coming out today at the time of recording and publishing this video, October 3rd, Tuesday, coming out the same time that it has every other week, that they're being promptly at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Zone or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you that may be curious, I had another video already here on the channel discussing and talking a little bit about this. There's really not a lot to talk about with that, but into the regards of the runtime for the finale is kind of giving us a key and an idea of what we're able to see here, or at least anticipate here for the series. That's kind of why I mentioned earlier on, I just don't believe and think that they'll be able to wrap up all the different narratives and plot points that have been set up in the Ahsoka series thus far, as the finale runtime is reportedly rumored to have a running time totally of just around 43 minutes long without credits. Which, of course, as I had mentioned, really, quite honestly, is both good and bad. It's bad into the sense of that, well, as I had mentioned, they have a lot of different narratives and plot points to really wrap up here for the Ahsoka series overall. I don't think that they'll be able to do that, as I had kind of already mentioned. There's other areas, though, in the Mandoverse that they'll able to do that. I'm very hopeful, fingers crossed, that we'll have an Ahsoka Season 2, though, however. Although I will also say that the runtime is actually good into the sense of comparing it to all of the other Ahsoka episodes that we've had already. All 7 other episodes have clocked into close around that 45-minute time, that runtime that we've had for all of the other episodes, and those episodes have done quite a bit throughout those episodes. It's really just about not necessarily how long the episode is, but what they're able to do with it, how much they're able to fit into it, and make it really come clean and give kind of a majority of closure overall. So, this real being said, what will actually go on and happen in Ahsoka Episode 8? Like, what are we missing here? What are we thinking is going to happen here overall? Ahsoka Episode 8, its finale, has a lot on its agenda. We still don't know exactly what Baylan is up to, how or even if Ahsoka will stop Thrawn, and how many of these other characters will get back to the home galaxy, back to the main galaxy that we all know and love. Maybe Episode 8 will answer all 3 of these questions, or maybe some of the plot points will be left for future Star Wars projects to address. which, as I had mentioned, is a very likely outcome and a result to see. And there's plenty of other questions and theories out there that we want to see answered here in the finale episode for Ahsoka. It isn't just these three, like, what does Baylan have been exactly up to for these last, like, what, 3 episodes now? If Ahsoka will be able to actually stop Thrawn, if Thrawn will make that big back return to the main Star Wars galaxy, and if our heroes will be stranded or left on this other planet, Peridia, in this other galaxy here as well, like if they're going to be stuck there, or if they will be able to actually get back to the main Star Wars galaxy in time as well. I will say, though, however, fairly, I don't anticipate or expect to see anything into the regards of the main galaxy actually in this episode. Like in the previous episode, we kind of saw our closure, I would kind of assume here, for Hera and everything that's gone on with the New Republic so far in the series. Kind of wrapped up in episode 7 already, as she kind of stood trial there, having 3PO make a cameo in there as well. I feel like everything that she's done and had gone on is kind of now like wrapped up, and like they're kind of done with her character, her overall story in this overall show here. So that is one less thing to kind of worry about wrapping up in Ahsoka episode 8. I honestly wouldn't anticipate or expect to see anything into the regards of Hera or the New Republic. Although I will say, fingers crossed, we could see some type of reunion, a happy ending at the end of the finale, of course, where we have that reunion finally with the entirety of the Ghost crew, like Ezra, Sabine, Ahsoka, having Chopper there, also having Zeb as well, as he made his live action debut in The Mandalorian Season 3, and also Hera, of course. I will say, though, however, I think if they give us anything into the regards of like Hera or anything that's gone on with her overall narrative and plot points, it would have to be more centered around Hera Syndulla, her son, being force sensitive, and like what his future has in store. But then again, I wouldn't anticipate or expect to see anything like that into those regards. I also want to throw out that fan theory because, well, yeah, we're Star Wars fans. We like to over speculate and theorize on things here, of course. Princess Leia Organa, Senator Organa, has been mentioned like 2-3 times now throughout the Ahsoka series, so never say never. I think that maybe we very well could finally see some type of cameo appearance from Senator Organa herself, although at the end of the day, it's something that just doesn't necessarily make sense or add all that much to the overall story of like what's going on right now. I want to say that there's so many other different theories to discuss and talk about here into the regards of Ahsoka episode 8. I'll be discussing and talking about all of it, the rest of it, after the Ahsoka episode finale actually comes out here on the channel, of course, with our reaction video right after the episode comes out, as well as our full breakdown video for Ahsoka's finale episode into the regards of the Star Wars Easter eggs, things that you might have missed, and references throughout that episode. All the more reason to grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions and theories in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.